Yeah, about these melanated women out in Florida, man. I've seen so many stories about them and how they act, man. They're like, you see, they operate their energy when they see melanated men. They mess with melanated men that operate on that colonized frequency. And these melanated women in Florida that you speak of that be so arrogant and all that shit, think they're hot shit, man. Man, bro, I did my history teachings and shit, man. Like, they act like blackamoors. Blackamoors, they act so almighty and shit and hateful towards a lot of melanated Caribbeans, melanated Africans back in the past and shit like that. Like, those type of melanated women that be screwing over a lot of melanated men, those are like some blackamoors and shit that be teaming up with those Masons and all that. Like, those melanated women that acted like he didn't exist when he was playing the drums and acting like they was too almighty. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: if he was like a professional Freemason athlete playing the drums, they'll give a damn. Especially, don't even get me started on those light-skinned melanated women, because, man, they are just as worse. They are just as worse, for real. They are just as worse, man. Like, all shades of melanated women, as far as like these corporate countries, they don't know who they are. It's like the only melanated women I have liked, they was always the ones that grew up in the Caribbean and African countries. When we talking like, the ones that got the afro hair and all that. But that shit's crazy, bro. Like, the melanated women that be out in Orlando, Florida, bro, them same girls, those same girls that paid him no mind when he was playing those drums and shit like that, when he's on his mission. Bro, these the same girls that would like literally get with these Freemason guys on YouTube and be like, and do these like, kiss or grab challenges, like, what's the freakiest thing you done challenges, and they be all with it because of a damn camera, bro. I've seen it a lot, man. I've seen it a lot, man. Like, them girls, the melanated women out in Florida, man, they are nothing. They are nothing, They are nothing, man. Like, they're a disgrace to the multiverse, for real, man. It's like they're not even like real humans, for real. It's like they're like draconian shape shifting to like melanated human women. Yeah, I could see past that, man. They draconians for real, bro. Like, the same way those arrogant melanated women in Florida that you spoke of, man, they are like that out in Louisiana, for real, bro. They act so arrogant, like, they the only time they want to get with dudes that's like fit and shit, like, they like, some fucking college star athletes and shit that sold out to Freemasonry and all that, man. That shit lame. That shit lame, man. Cause like, you really won't see the only melanated women that you probably see that be on this mission, man. They would be like some humanoid extraterrestrials, for real, like on some comic book type deal, like Storm. But that's rare as fuck.
I agree with you. You gotta be like NBA young boy. You gotta be like some NFL, NBA. But it is what it is, man. Like, I'm just gonna wait for their energy to raise, wait for the system to crash and everything, blah 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 blah. Feminism, oh, I don't need no man, I make my own money, blah 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 blah. When all that shit's out the window, they fall back into their main role, their main position. They're gonna have no choice but to humble themselves and learn how to find a strong, competent man and get behind him, because you're gonna want a man who's gonna have superpowers, who's gonna have fucking pyramids and shit, powering his house off up the energy of the sun. These bum dudes ain't gonna have shit, no powers. You're gonna have no power in the home. You ain't gonna have shit. They're gonna have no worth in the future. We're gonna shine in the future, man. And the women have no choice but to go to men like us. They have no choice for survival.
Yeah, man. Like, these women, these human women, whatever species they might be. Because I can go real deep when it comes to like extraterrestrials and celestials and all that, man. Like, when it comes to these so-called human-looking women, like, it's like, man, they gonna have the ones that's not on the soul beings level. It's like they gonna have no choice but to like, open themselves up to these soul guides. Cause like, man, bro, all I could do is just laugh at how ridiculous it is, like, of the experiences that the soul guides are seeing. And it's like, man, and man, this stuff be so funny to me, bro. Check this out, man, cause I know there's a lot of the Mexican nationality women, and then like the women that's like Middle Eastern nationality. It's like they be so quick to act like good girls in front of the soul guides, but then they turn around and admit that they like being bad girls. And I just be laughing, bro. I'm like, because one Middle East woman told me, I like being a bad girl. I don't want to pretend to be a good girl, but I still love a lie. And I just be shaking my head laughing. And I was like, yeah, I could tell the whole multiverse is cleaning itself out right now. And they having girls come out the closet and admit that they bad girls. It is like, man, like I appreciate the honesty, because like now it's time to like weed out and bring the good girls in. Now, those Palladian looking girls in the video that you filmed, I could tell you right now, like some were Palladians and some were like Arctican extraterrestrial species. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot about these so-called, Caucasian humanoid extraterrestrials, man. Like, so like for them to be very, benevolent with you in the circle, man, like I could tell those like some like Caucasian Palladians and Caucasian Arctans. Arctans spell like Argathan. I rarely come across them kind of girls, because I came across like the so-called colonizer European women. So I wasn't lucky to come across no Palladian or like Arctan, Caucasians. But those girls seemed like they was lit.
Yeah, see, when it comes to that shit, I still have a lot to learn, man. Like, I'm still trying to figure this shit out. It's just like, I don't know. I be feeling like, do they even have a soul? Like, can you answer this? Like, do are most of these people walking around us soulless? Are most of these like white people, Asians, like they're literally soulless, or some of them? Do some of them have a soul? And does it just depend on their bloodline?
That's a good question right there, man, because like I've been learning that like a lot of people that do have a lot of melanin in their system, they do tend to have more soul than the ones who lack a lot of melanin in their system. You know what I'm saying? Rather they have the melanin in the skin or not, in like the melanin in their DNA, which allows them to connect to like that celestial source within. So they be because the ones that connect to a celestial source is like, bro, like they able to resonate with the soul guys and all that. When it comes to like the Asians of the Americas and the Europeans that's in like the Americas and United Kingdom, it's like majority of them like soulless beings. Now say this, like the Europeans, you see they're always wearing like sunglasses and all that cover their eyes. Those the soulless ones for sure. And I know those Vietnam Asian girls that grew up in USA and all that. That be one of them popular Asian girls in school. Like those the ones that be one of the ones that be for the streets, known as the treases and all them. And, streets is like a New York term for like a girl that's like a Tatiana and all that. So yeah, I don't really associate with, the Vietnam like Asian girls of like the USA and all that, because they think that they'd be the main ones who thinking they too good for people and shit like that. Like, the Vietnam girls that be like, real thick, and they try to have like that city girl vibe to them. But then they want to like, have this like, wife and material image and all that.
Now, is every black person walking around? Did every melanated person have a soul? or some of these black people walking amongst us are clones that were created through the government or whatever, and they're amongst us? Or do you think black clones are very minority and most blacks are soul gods, or the term that you're using? What is your opinion on that, or the knowledge that you have?
When it comes to like these melanated people that do have like that soulless vibrational nature where they just like, they have that colonization, attitude about themselves. Like these are the ones that be in like the fraternities and Freemasons and all that. I don't think they're real melanated people. I feel like they be like reptilian shapeshifters and energy vampires. Cause I know you had heard about things like, energy vampire, reptilians, draconians, archons. They shapeshift into like some humanoids to try to blend in, to like try to siphon off of real humans' energy and stuff like that. So like if you met like melanated people that just have an unhuman nature about themselves and they just siphon off your frequency, then they're like energy vampire, archon, draconians for real. They not even real melanated humanoids. Because like, when you look at those college pictures, when you look at like melanated people that be college athletes or like, part of fraternity, they throw up their little fraternity symbols and all that, and you see the look in their eyes, and it's like, yeah, like they're not real melanated people. They look like robotoys for real. I've been noticing that with a lot of like melanated people that's in college. They don't really have like a soulful glow to themselves. It's like, it's kind of like very, very, very robotoid, very plastic looking. And I had spoken on a lot of examples in the past with individuals before on them. Like, for example, like with this one, you could see like, she has a robotoid feel about her. Like, it's a lot of these college melanated people, they have like a robotoid look to them. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree with you, man. This shit's deep, bro. I think most of the people walking around us aren't even alive, bro. I think this is just me, in my opinion. I think majority of the people who we're seeing and who are around us don't have a soul, bro. There's just, I don't know, man. I still got a lot to learn, but it's just, I can feel energy well, and it's just like, I don't feel most people. I don't like I can detect energy, like just like in Dragon Ball Z. I can detect energy very well. I can feel when people are like staring at me from a distance, and I'll snap my head and look right at them. Like that is that bad. Someone could be on their porch, I could be walking, and I'll snap right around to them and look them right in the eye. So my point is with most people, I do not feel anything. So I don't know if they're just soulless. I don't know if they're just bottom out on energy, but or it could be a combination of both. It could be a lot of people don't have a soul, and then it could be some of them probably could have a soul, but they're just so low energy, so low frequency. There's just nothing to detect. Like when Nappa hopped off the or Raditz hopped off the ship when they came to Earth, that dude had the shotgun. He said, "Your power level is puny. Level 5. Too bad." Like some shit like that.
This stuff really hits deep, man, because check this out. When you see people like, Andrew Tate and like a whole lot of, famous guys, they always have women on their panels and live shows. And I'm like, hold on, something ain't right, man. So you mean to tell me, these soulful vibrational spiritual beings that's on a high frequency mission, just like see people on a daily basis, and a lot of people just can't resonate with us. But when we talking about people, you know, that's a part of the matrix agenda, propaganda, they be having a whole bunch of people around their circle and stuff like that. A whole bunch of soulless men and women. That should be crazy, bro. Because I know you seen this before, man. Like, when you gauge your own frequency, and then like the same people who just can't resonate with your aura and just be like, man, like I need to be around you like, 24/7 so we can like evolve together. They'll be the same people who don't want to vibe with your frequency, but they'll turn around and go vibe with these so-called energy vampire archon, soulless vibrational people, and they just have a good old time, right? And that's what leads you to like find out about beings that are soulless versus beings that have souls. This stuff runs deep.
Yep, dude, you're just summing it perfectly up, bro. Because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, dude, if this is a spiritual person and anyone that meets me in person, if you're not trying to reach out to me, if you're not trying to be around someone like me, then there's something wrong. Either you don't have a soul or you're just a hating piece of shit, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. I know I just receive a lot of hate for sure. I'm just going to keep it real. I live good. I'm doing some crazy shit. I'm shredded. I live a good life. People just, they hate to see it, bro. It's a disgusting world. And I'm talking about people in my home area, quote unquote, friends from the past, family. I don't communicate with like basically no one from the past, bro. It's because they don't want to evolve. They don't want to better themselves and they just want to hate, bro. But yeah, you're spitting facts. And it's like no matter what you say, no matter what you present, no matter what kind of information you give them, you could give them all the facts, all the links, all the proof. It's like nothing, bro. So I don't know, man. This is like you said, man. It's some deep shit, but it's cool that I'm able to talk to people like you because, like you were saying, and how I was saying, I can't have these conversations with people in person. Almost everyone I know is fucking asleep. All my family is asleep. Even though like I'm doing this, they know that what I'm doing. They're still asleep, bro. It's crazy.
It's like those who fit in the matrix, man. Like those who fit in the matrix, it's like they could see you show off your soulful vibrational powers, like getting your daily nature training in, doing pull-ups on poles and everything, and they just have a blank look on their face, but they be amazed at what you do, but the aura reciprocation just don't show since they fit in the matrix. You feel me? And this led me to wonder, man, like, for the people that have participated with you in your vids, it's like those will be the only ones that had the potential to connect with your soul frequency. Like, for example, like, like that one girl that like did the pole exercise, like she probably was one of the few ones that had the potential to rise with your frequency since she was able to like, participate in your Super Saiyan God training. And like, bro, like it's like people like that would be the only ones that could be able to resonate.
So when I do my workouts and stuff, I don't communicate with nobody. I'm in my own bubble, straight up Vegeta, like literally just training, and people will come up and talk to me. So how should I? So for the people who go out of their way to want to talk to me, how how should I view them? Cause you are spitting facts, bro. Like obviously, how should I view these people who are reaching out to me? Like that one girl who hopped on the pole. Cause it's not a lot of people. It's rare. Like you said, most people give you that blank zombie shit, like just low frequency type deal. Cause I guess we're just very mismatched with where we're at. But like, so for the people who, like you said, have the potential to try to hop into or to try to tap into the powers, try to tap into the frequency and want to rise, like how should I view them? And like in going into the future, like what game plan should I execute with dealing with these people who go out their way to communicate to me? Because I don't communicate to nobody first. It's always them coming to me.
Man, what's interesting? Like it's just like for like that one girl and like the other people that have been in your videos that showed you love when they came to you. It's like for them, it's like they could like learn your Super Saiyan God ways for them to tap into their powers of their own to show their personality through the talents that they can get to, like, come and share, like when they bring it onto the surface out into existence. It's just like, yeah, man, especially when it comes to like these humanoid women on planet Earth. Like, shit, if it was me on that particular day when she was like trying out, the calisthenics pole training, shit, I probably would have, like, actually connected with her and see how things go from there and everything. Because like I have been aware of those who, do be allured by your frequencies, and they'll try to like pretend to be on your wave, but then they just like screw you over in the end after trying to like get something from you. Now I had been aware of those type of energy vampires, like, but for those that are really genuine, they'll always like, ready to be on your wave like every day. Now those would be like the rare ones, you feel me? Like those, like the people that you had in your vids, like the drummer boy and the girl that did your training. Now those two people I feel for sure that will actually, you know, will want to rise with you on a daily basis, man.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Makes sense. And during this journey, it just seems like a lot of people, for the most part, when they do interact, I think people just be basically nosy, I guess. They just interested. Because what I'm doing is like not normal. Like they've never seen none of this shit. Like I'm not going by no script. Like my content and what I do and how I do it, like my shit is original. Like, and then so when they're passing me and shit, like it's original shit they've never seen. So I just think it seems like a lot of people are just like, I guess you could say nosy. And but I do still have people who are keeping up with me through social medias and stuff. But yeah, man, this is deep, man, and I will take all that you said into consideration. So I'll definitely, when people approach me, I'll definitely show them more love and like basically like uh extend all my like let them know like I'm here for them. If you have any questions or anything, contact me. Um, and I'll give you all the knowledge that I have or all the tips that I have. Like basically like I'll like extend my arms out more. Like I'm not like I'm a very unforgiving person. I'm like literally like Vegeta, bro. Like fuck everybody else. I'm gonna level up on fuck your follow, fuck your support, fuck your like. I don't need none of that trash. Like I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna watch you do nothing, and it's your loss. Like that's my mindset.
Yeah, these gonna be real good gems right here. These are real good gems. And like, bro, you could screen record this and like save it to your hard drive on iCloud or wherever apps you got. And like you could just hear these voice notes over and just be like, all right, yeah, I remember him saying this. Let's see how I can apply this to the situation now. So it's like, man, and like me, shit, man, and like me, like, giving individuals a chance to know me, especially if it was like, human women that do go out their way for me. I'll give them a chance to like, connect with my frequency. I'm pretty much like Goku in the matters of giving people a chance to know me and shit. Like if they are putting in the effort, only if they putting in the effort though, only.